What up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, man. I told y'all I had some videos for y'all, man. I'm pushing them out for y'all. I promise you I am. Before we get into this video, man, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and make sure you share this video with your family, your friends, your pet, your neighbor, whoever. I think a lot of y'all are going to resonate to this video, and I want to see down in the comment section what y'all think, what y'all's opinions are. So in this video, we're going to be talking about our top 10 pet peeves. Yes, our top 10 pet peeves. Currently today, it's the first day of the snowstorm we had. So yes, the very first one is going to be bad drivers. Yes. So number one, I live in Texas. I cannot stand, I repeat, I cannot stand Texas drivers, bro. I don't know what it is with Texas drivers, but people just do not know how to drive when the weather changes. On a normal day, people can drive. We have wrecks every single day, and that's a very, very alarming thing to have multiple wrecks every day of the year. I also have the list, so I'm going to be going down the line, just so you know I don't forget. So, bad drivers in Texas. This is our first day of the snowstorm we had. And yes, y'all be careful out there. Please be safe on the roads. If you don't have to go nowhere, stay home. So I had to work today. Yes, I had to work. Got off at 2 p.m. I'm going home. Why do we have to work? I have no idea. The place I work at is not essential. It's not even important enough to go there. But money had to be made. To me personally, it's not going nowhere. I had to get off of work. So the roads are icy, you can't even see the lanes. I have a car in front of me. Well, I have a car on the left-hand lane of me. That's kind of like a couple cars ahead, and I have another car on the right side of me, like one car length ahead of me. And the car on the left passes, and in my head I'm like, all right, better slow down. And out of nowhere, the car starts spinning. Did a full 720, and I was like, oh, like the whole time I'm driving, like oh, and then I look to the car on my right, and they just lose control, and I'm just like, wait, what is going on? And so they ended up spinning in front of me, and I, luckily, I'm a good driver, so I know how to control. I know how to, I didn't panic first off, and I kept my composure. I let off the gas. I barely pressed the brakes because we're on ice. Texas is just not meant for ice storms nor snowstorms. Luckily, both drivers did, keep the composure. They gained control of the cars and they just kept going. And we, safely got home. Yes, we had a few people speeding past us. I'm just like, what is wrong with people in Texas? Why would, in your mind, what tells you, you know what, gun it. You can't even see the lane, gun it. Again, I have no respect for Texas drivers. I have no patience for Texas drivers. We had one of the biggest crime rates of road rage a few years back. And it was just like people in Texas that will switch lanes on you. Some won't even use a signal. And then some will do it at the last second. People in Texas will watch you get over and then use you as a pick to get over. And then some of them will see you coming up like this, and then at the last second get in front of you, and then they will look at you like you're wrong. And that's what causes a lot of road rage. Number two, loud people. I'm a very soft-spoken person. I do not like loud places nor loud people. I'm a very private person as well. So if I have a conversation with you, a one-on-one or a private conversation, I expect the conversation to stay with us, and I expect voices to be, inside voices. I don't have the patience for people who just have to talk loud. You don't have to talk loud. You don't have to laugh loud. I get it. Some people have just naturally big voices. I get that. But the people who don't, you don't have to force yourself to talk loud. You don't have to gain the attention of other people. Because one, is this, if this is a one-on-one talk or if it's a closed group conversation, do not raise the optics of your voice. And people who put themselves in your conversation, that's another, annoying one. People who invade private conversations. I'm speaking from experience from the job I work at. So yes, part of that is this. But yes, I talk real low a lot, and at times I have to speak up, and some people still can't hear me. It's just the way I talk. I'm not an outgoing person. I'm a big introvert. I just don't like loud people. If we have a conversation, keep it between us. Keep your voice lowered. Number 3, like I just said it, people who invade personal space. I'm talking about the people who cross that line of just being in your face like this. Like, back up. Back up. Why do you need to be so close? Why? Give me 6 feet. Keep it like it's COVID. All right? I don't want to smell your breath. I don't want to smell your body odor. And I think that one may be on the list too. But again, this is from work. I work with a gentleman. I don't like talking to him. He invades my personal space. He likes to touch other people's belongings, and he's an older gentleman, so he should know better. I don't like being close to people that, one, I'm not cool or close with, because you need to respect boundaries. And it's a shame as adults, we have to remind people that they need to respect boundaries, especially if you tell them more than one time and they still do it. At some point, you got to put your foot down. And I'm not a big controversial person. I don't like controversy. I don't like drama. It stresses me out. I don't like being mean and hurting people. So I try to be nice with people, but I also try to be blunt with people. Be like, hey, you a little too close. I'm going to need you to back up. All right? Back up. Number 4, people who lack effort. I went through this many, many times. I've always been that person who just put in effort for people. And with some people, I don't get that effort back. And it's just like, why? Like, what's so hard about just reciprocating what people give you? I'm a big person on, supporting those who support me. I believe that if you're trying to accomplish something, especially something big, life-changing, it takes a team. You cannot become successful by yourself. It takes a team. It takes people who will be there to help and understand your vision and what it is that you're trying to accomplish. In relationships, it's just give and take. Like, one person shouldn't be putting all their energy and effort into, a relationship and even a friendship, and the other person doesn't. Like, if you as a person do not know how to give people the effort that they give you back, you need therapy. You need therapy. You need to talk to guys. You need to understand what it is that's causing you internally to not be appreciative, to, give people back the energy and the effort that they give you. You need to, like, it's not right, and then it's just like, if you know as a person, if you know who you are as a person and you don't do that, you need to leave people alone. Be alone in life until you can understand your flaws that you need to, fix. Number 5, people who lack communication. This year has been the toughest year for me experience-wise on people who just do not know how to communicate with people. People know how to communicate when they want to hurt somebody. When you want to say something to hurt people, or when you want to do something to hurt people, you know exactly what to do and exactly what to say. But as soon as it comes to people who care about you, people who love you, people who look out for you, it's like, as a grown adult, a man and a woman, why is it so hard for you just to open your mouth and just tell the person what it is that's bothering you? what it is that you don't like, what it is that you do like. Like, I don't get how people's brains just do not, or people's character just don't align with communicating. People would rather, ghost you, or they would rather fall back, and or if a situation happens, they just rather let it just float in the air and expect you to just be okay until it disappears. And it just does not work like that. So people gotta learn to communicate. I'm big on communication. I believe communication solves so much. It may not fix everything, but it can solve so much and get you closer to, a better resolution or, outcome. Number 6, people who spread germs. Again, this is from experience at work. I am a big germaphobe. Let me not say big germaphobe, but I'm definitely a germaphobe. And people at work, they try to, clown me on it, but I don't care. I've always been a very healthy person my entire life. I rarely get sick. I rarely get sick. If I do get sick, that means I am sick as a dog. Like, it's for real. I don't, I can't stand people who cough and they don't cover their mouths, or they cough in the air with their head up. People who cough or sneeze in their hand and they don't wash their hands, or they don't wash the surface that they sneezed or coughed on. Prime example at work, the same guy who invades personal space sneezed in his hand and had something that we needed, to pick up. Sneezed in his hand, took a napkin, did that, and just threw it on the counter and just walked off. And he leaves his snot tissues on the counter, just out in the open. That's nasty. Like, learn to clean up after yourself. Like, we're grown adults. There's no reason why people have to be this nasty. Like, people act like COVID just did not exist, and yet there still are some people out here who are just very nasty people. Very nasty people. Number 7, bad breath and bad body odor or hygiene. I grew up around a lot of people who had bad breath. Bro, when I say, and this is the biggest one, was going out with people and like being in like clubs or bars, and people got to get in, personal space. Like I said earlier, people have to get in your personal space in order to communicate, and you just smell the breath, or body odor. You go to a club, or if you go to like a gym or something like that, and it's real humid in there, and like you smell just the body odor and the body heat, and it's like, who did not shower before they left the house, and then who with them allowed them to leave the house smelling like that? Like, a quick 10-15 minute shower minimum. Wash your body 3 times. Get out the shower, brush your teeth 2-3 times. Use mouthwash. Brush your tongue. Chew some gum. All in that order before you leave that house. And even when you're out, keep some gum on you. Because when you eat and when you drink, the smell of that food and alcohol or whatever drink it is will stay on your breath. So just keep it on you. I keep gum on me at work. I brush my teeth every morning and I still go to work. Because sometimes you keep your mouth closed, it can, build some heat up. Or if you just get to talking with people, like, eventually your breath is not going to always stay fresh all day. So you got to keep some gum or mints on you, something. I grew up making a lot of people laugh because I used to always talk about people's breath. And your breath should not make somebody's nose cry. If your breath is humming, you as a person need to say, hey, you know what? I should smell my top lip and I should smell my breath. If you can't smell your own breath or your own top lip, you need help. I'm gonna just put it like that. You need some help, because there's no way as a grown adult you don't smell yourself. I've been told that many times growing up, especially me being an athlete. I get it. You get into the locker room, or your family, friends, loved ones walk into the locker room and they just, woo, what is that? Hey, I get it. Especially living in the Texas heat, it can cause a lot. Number 8, dishonest people. Now, people that lying does not, it bothers me, but it does not bother me the way it bothers a lot of other people. Some people, that is their deal breaker with liars. And we've all grown up being lied to and being told that it's okay to have a white lie sometimes. Dishonesty is dishonesty. I've grown, and I believe that no matter how good or bad a situation is, you should always be honest. Always be honest. Even there's been times where I've been honest in interviews. I've been honest on applications, and it didn't go through for me. But at the same time, you should be honest with yourself, and you should be honest with other people. If people can't handle honesty, like everybody says, I want an honest person, or I respect, always be honest. I'm a very blunt person. I'm gonna let you know what's up. I'm not gonna do it in a malicious way, but I'm gonna give it to you in the cold, hard fashion. Truth is not always pretty, but at the same time, you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to be an honest person with people, because people will respect you when you're more honest than when you lie. You don't have to lie. If you purposely lie, you haven't grown up internally and up here in your heart. You haven't grown up yet, because you don't have to lie. Yes, people will always, some people can't handle the truth. That's on them. And I think it's a lie when people say, I'm trying to protect you. You're not trying to protect. You're trying to protect yourself from being judged or receiving backlash. You feel me? So always be honest with people, bro, whether it's good or bad. And always keep your word and your promise. There's nothing that will hurt you faster than not standing on your promise and your word. If you give somebody a word and you make a promise, you have to honor that, no whether you're a man or woman. You have to honor your word and your promise, because people are putting their trust and belief in you that you are going to come through with it, and you don't want to be a person who people can't trust and look at as a bad person. Number 9, crowded places. I do not like crowded places. I cannot stand crowded places. Just from experience. Back in high school, after football season, is when I started really going out with friends. We used to go to hookah bars and clubs and things like that. And being in a crowded spot just is not. I don't like it. I don't get claustrophobic, but I don't like not being able to move somewhere. I don't like being in tight places. I don't, Prime example, I went to a party in high school. We went to a party. There were a lot of gangs there. A certain song by a certain artist was played back then. They used to like pop off, beef and stuff like that. And I ended up dead center of a big old crowd, and we got kicked out the party and shots went off. So I'm not big on going out in public places and being in crowded spots, because you never know what can happen. And these days, we have a lot of shootings that go on, and being in that crowded spot, there's nowhere to go, and you don't want to be, a victim of something, knock on wood, or something like that happens. I'm a kickback person. I like going to kickbacks. There's not too many people there, and you can move around and do what you need to do. And last but not least, this is probably my biggest pet peeve aside of the first one. I cannot stand hypocritical people. Hypocritical people are the worst people. I say that from the bottom of my heart. Hypocritical people are the worst people, because they will chastise you, they will judge you, they will cast a stone, they will condemn you, they will look down on you And whatever you do that they think is not good in their eyes, but will be the same people that turn around and do that same exact thing to you. And I never understand why people do that. That's why I always try to make sure I am always upfront and just genuine, starting with me, so that people, you know, if people see me, they just see that, you know, I'm not a hypocritical person. Prime example, let's say people who don't like people who curse, but they curse as well. Like, you can't get on somebody who swears and has a foul mouth, and then you turn around and you're cussing them out, or they see you cussing somebody else out. Like, you can't. It makes no sense for just, you know, like, where's the logic in that? Hypocritical people just I don't know, like, their brains just are wired different. Something about hypocritical people just don't sit right in society. And then they'll, you know, like, they'll do something or they'll say something, and then other hypocritical people will come in and judge them and chastise them. And it's just like, there's so many hypocritical people, and it's just like, people need to sit down. People need to look in the mirror and fix themselves first. When you fix yourself first, and then you understand, you know, self-awareness, you understand your flaws, you understand your cons, your pros, who you are as a person, your strengths, your weaknesses, and you actually work on them to change yourself and grow, that's how it starts. And then once people see you, then it's like, to the right people, it's a domino effect. And I don't know, it's just, I cannot stand hypocritical people. I can't stand sensitive people. That's not on the list, but that's just a bonus. I cannot stand sensitive people. We live in such a sensitive society today where you cannot be you because some person has thin skin and a soft, you know, core in them, to where everything or every little thing you or somebody says bothers them. Like, why are you so soft? Why are you so weak? To me, sensitive people are weak. And I'm not saying like sensitive people like, oh, you know, I get in my feelings, or no, I'm talking like people who just because they don't agree, or because you don't agree with them, you're wrong, you're a bad person. Like, those people, I don't like those people, because, like, who died and gave you entitlement? Like, who do you think that you are, to where people have to adjust to who you are and your feelings? Feelings are deceptive anyway. It says it in the Bible. So, yeah, I cannot stand sensitive people, bro. Like, I was raised on tough love. I was raised on accountability. Ooh, and I did not put accountability on the list, but we're not going to go there. That'd be for another video. But, man, people who cannot take accountability and just, they cannot take criticism, or just, you know, every little thing has to be formed to them. I don't know what to say. But hey, man, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope this video resonated to a lot of y'all, and some of y'all can relate. If y'all think I missed anything, let me know down in the comment section, and leave some, you know, of your pet peeves in the comments as well. I would love to read them and, you know, start a conversation in the comment section. So yeah, that's gonna be it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I told y'all I'm coming with these videos. I'm just trying to find some ideas and topics to talk about. I'm going to keep pushing these videos out. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share the video. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're just over halfway there. So, man, hey, I got y'all. I just pray y'all stay with me, keep rocking with me, and watch this growth. It's gonna be amazing. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Tell somebody you love them. I'm holla at you next one.